there guys, OrangeSamuraiD here. I've been meaning to talk about cards for a long time, and finally I came up with a good card that I want to talk about, and that will be Wiretap. As of right now, there are 3 trap negators that are mostly played in this game. One would be Wiretap, 7 Tools of the Bandit, and Trap Stun. 2 of them being counter traps, the other one being a regular trap card. What happens between the whole debate about 7 tools or Wiretap is that when you're playing 7 tools, you're destroying the card and you're paying 1,000 life points. Now, 1,000 life points might not be that bad considering there's no more Soul and Judgment and only warning at 1. So that's not bad. And you're destroying a card. That's fine. But in today's style of play, you could say, or format or meta or whatever, there are some cards that, some trap cards that you do not want to have in your opponent's graveyard or to destroy. Namely being Artifact Sanctum, because if it goes to the graveyard, something happens. Breakthrough Skill, Mischief of the Yokai, and School Prisoner. All those get an effect when you're in the graveyard, which cannot be stopped in any way by any card. So, let's look at this through. Wiretap negates a card, trap card, and it shuffles it back to the deck. Okay, so let's make a comparison. Your opponent plays Artifact Sanctum. Now this thing, if it's destroyed on your turn, on your opponent's turn, it destroys a card. Also, it specials an artifact, namely being Moral Attack, which destroys a card too. So if you blind MSD Artifact Sanctum on your turn, you fucked up because you're gonna get 2 cards popped and you're getting Moral Attack on attack position or face down or whatever, on defense. So as a free summon, I ain't getting your shit destroyed. Now, let's say if you were to like MSC himself, now you could 7 Tools of the Bandit, so he can special summon Moral Attack, but it still gets destroyed. So it still gets to destroy a card. And then if you're playing Skill Prisoner, Mischief of the Yokai, or Skill Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill negates a monster effect in your turn. Mischief of the Yokai changes level of a monster. Skill Prisoner very much says, oh, this effect that targeted my monster doesn't work anymore. So like, I get Baylor, it doesn't work anymore. So all these effects cannot be stopped, cannot be negated. You can't Heraclinos, you can't Shien, you can't Barkion, you can't Nappies, whatever. You can't 7 Tools, you can't Wiretap it even. Or Solemn Judgment. So that's what happens. If it's on the graveyard, it's live, and by playing 7 tools, you are allowing it to be live, and your opponent's, opportunities of playing it. By playing Wiretap, you put him back in the deck, so therefore, it's not gonna go off. It's staying in the deck where it cannot use secondary effect. Now, you might be saying, oh, Wiretap's gonna put things back in the deck, and the only example that's good would be Sanctum because it's not being destroyed. But he's still gonna draw it again. But the thing is, most people when they play cards, they play conservatively, and they use their trap cards when necessary. So, let's say they're at this point where they can lose, and then they blackcorn you, and then you Wiretap. So now your monster went off, and you have your field presence, and you're in a good chance of winning. Now, if your opponent top decks blackcorn again, then they're doing pretty bad because now there's a monster in the field, and Blackcorn does nothing because it's too situational. The same thing applies to any other card. The Breakthrough, Prisoner, Mischief of the Yokai. Sanctum, it's one of those things where you want to stop it and keep playing and hoping it's going to happen again. I understand that because they play at 3, so it's going to show up sometime sooner or later. So, but at least they're delaying it to some extent rather than letting them pop a card and you lose 1,000 life points. So 7 tools is good, but just the way the condition life points, I don't really care about that, but that's fine. But you're paying life points, and life points matter sometimes, and then you're destroying the card, which it doesn't help you very much right now. Then there's also another card called Trap Stun, and that shit says negate spells and traps. Sorry, negate traps until the end of the turn. So that's good too. It helps you when you go off, like, okay, your opponent's end phase, you gear, and now you trap stun and you go off and you pop and you destroy everything. You go full field, or then you're playing gimmick puppets and you trap stun and you go off and you get all these bitches out. You're playing Gladiator Beast, you trap stun, you hero lives, you get Gesseris, whatever. But now if you trap stun over here, now you can't do anything if you get bailered. You have no response to bailer, no response to maxi. Like say I play Glider Beast for example, so let's say okay, I'm gonna go trap stun immediately, then I'm gonna hero lifts, go Osiris. Now I cannot be stopped by by Blackcorn or any trap, that's cool. But now if I get bailered, I can't Chariot to protect my monster and negate that effect. So that's not helping me out. It's kind of lucking me out of a play. So I'm so screwed. If I Wiretap, then I can just Wiretap the Blackcorn and keep on going. And if I get Baylor or Maxeed, I go Chariot. So it's allowing me to do more plays rather than just go off. Anyways, you don't need to have the ability to negate, stop every trap card when you're playing safe zone, you're playing lands, you're playing dress, all that other crap. And then, so when you're playing, okay, so for example, let's say you Chariot, they Wiretap. Now you can trap stun back because trap stun is not supposed to be 3 or counter trap. Now if you have Wiretap, you can go Chariot, they Wiretap, you Wiretap, and that's how it works. So Wiretap stops everything. It doesn't stop spells or monster effects, but it stops us about everything, and it stops you, it stops your opponent from getting what they want done. So for that very reason, Wiretap is the better card. In the future, maybe it might not be that way. Maybe Trap Stun way better, or 7-2s might be better. But the way the cards are being played and the decks that are being played, right now, Wiretap is the better card. And that's all I gotta say for now. If you guys like my commentary on this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you liked it. And I'll be doing more of these more often. Just that I haven't had a chance to do these, and I'm finally getting some ideas I want to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.